Well, hello and welcome everybody to Shit Opinions. This is our first episode. This episode is, uh, in this episode, we will be talking about the Fnaf movie and maybe some other movies if we get to it. And joining me today is, Missed Call, or how I will be referring to him as Mist. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello. I am a friend of Soul, and I'm sometimes in his streams. You may know me from there. Otherwise, I don't really have any social medias. Uh,
The future
we are,
OnlyFans?
yeah, we are trying, we are trying to be a bit more professional with this podcast, not as chaotic as on the streams. I hope that's going to work.
I mean, I can make no promises. Absolutely none.
I I can't make promises too, but we will be trying our best.
And anything that's
And
too unhinged, I will edit out.
that too, yes. But yes, we will be talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, uh, specifically the second one, because I don't think you have even seen the first one
Oh,
yet.
you can spoil me about the first one. It's fine.
I mean, there's not really much to talk about the first. I think the first one was a pretty safe movie. I mean, I don't even think the first one has that much to do with Five Nights at Freddy's, to be completely honest.
Uh,
They tried to make a safe movie to appeal to all audience, and that worked. And now they made the sequel, and the sequel is a lot more insane. Let's just say that.
yeah, I really enjoyed the second one, actually. Like,
We will be talking about how we like them. Yes. Um. I Yeah. I think that's the smartest thing if we start about talking what we thought about the movie.
I personally, I went into the movie with not a lot of expectations. I went in, I thought, hey, it's probably gonna have FNAF 2 characters, but I had like no like precon uh I had no how do I say this? No ill will against the movie, I could say. I was excited
I
for
mean,
it. I was watching it with my friends, so I was able to joke about some stuff. I don't know a lot of the lore, so I know like a few pieces of the lore, not like everything.
oh God, today is going to be uh me educating you on the lore, isn't it?
It's the FNAF
Oh
episode.
no.
It's the FNAF episode.
Oh no. Okay. Well, yeah, that's also something. We did not watch the movie together because this asshole thought that he was too good for me.
I was watching it with a friend that I hadn't been in much contact with. What the fuck?
Always excuses. Unbelievable. Always
God damn, dude.
excuses.
Genuinely,
Yes,
what did I do to you?
nothing. So yeah, uh, I am a big fan of this franchise. I played almost every game. I did not play the VR games because I don't have a VR headset, and I don't think that my laptop is powerful enough to even run the games.
Uh,
But yes, what's so funny?
I have a VR headset.
Yeah, I said to you, we played on stream.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to play the fucking Help Wanted games, aren't I?
Yeah, I mean, how much are? I mean, they're kind of expensive, right? I mean, I don't think they're that
The
cheap.
first one is pretty fucking cheap, if I remember correctly.
Really?
Well, let
Damn.
me.
Okay.
Uh, Help Wanted one is $25, but it has been on sale before. Let me check the internet if I can find a cheap key
That
for it.
is actually pretty cheap. I mean, I thought that making VR games is pretty difficult, no?
It's difficult. The payoff isn't that big, but if you make a good VR game, it and people really like to play it, it's really good. It's just very sad that people don't really put the time and effort into making good VR games. Most VR games that you can play are either games you've already played before in normal, like for example, Hitman. Yeah, I don't know if you know that franchise, but they basically just put a VR. They port the normal game into VR and call it a day. And
Ah,
full-on VR games aren't very profitable, which is why they're
yeah,
not made that much, sadly.
yeah. That's about what I expected. Nah, it's a shame because VR is a pretty cool idea. But I mean, I think the Fnaf game, I think Security Breach and Secret of the Mimic also have a VR thing where you can play it in VR.
I'm not
But
aware
yeah,
of that.
I'm pretty sure they do. But anyways, yeah. I played almost every game except the VR games, and I didn't play the DLC for Security Breach because that game is a load of ass. So, yeah.
Understandable.
But yeah, I I bought it on release and I played the PS4 version, and yeah, yeah, that was horrible. But yeah, I am a big fan, so I was really excited, obviously. FNAF 2 is it's not my favorite game. I kind of hate it, so
Certified
you
hater
know,
moment.
I think the gameplay from FNAF 2 is kind of boring. I'm gonna be completely honest. But it's not about the game, it's about the movie. I was pretty excited. I went with three friends, and I mean, we had a blast. I loved watching this movie. Really fun. Really fun.
They,
How did
that
you find
that
it?
we can absolutely agree that the movie was fun, right?
Yeah,
The,
it was really fun.
lore aside, the movie was a very good experience. I I know for a fact that those little dolls in the water have not been in any of the games, but I really like their
No, they
inclusion.
don't.
I really liked them a lot. It was a really cool idea to me.
I
With
was, yeah, I was very shocked when I saw. I was like, oh damn, what's new idea? Okay, cool. But they didn't really. They only used it for that one kill, and then it just kind of disappeared from the movie.
they
Unfortunately.
they made one kill with it, and then made it a little danger hazard when Mike came into the pizzeria and fell into the water, and then had to quickly get out. But it's the same thing. As I will say this again about like a lot of movies for me. I like watching long movies, but a lot of it felt rushed. They put
Yes.
they put up a bunch of ideas that I really liked, and then that idea then just instantly gets gratified.
Yes.
It
That is true. It's interesting because I heard we're going to have an entire section talking about how the movie was received and how people talked about the movie because I think that's pretty interesting to talk about. But what I heard things, for example, I heard James A. Janice from Dead Meat. He said that he thinks that the movie is not really a movie, but just multiple scenes stitched together, which I mean that kind of is the definition of a movie. But
it
he
is.
basically said that he basically said that the scenes didn't really feel all that connected and just felt like okay, you make scenes after scenes after scenes. I don't necessarily agree with this take, but I do understand what he means because there are certain times when I feel like, hey, how did we get here? For example, uh, when when Abby gets Toy Chica to the science fair, the teacher says, "Hey, why do you put someone in a suit? You're disqualified." And then immediately after this scene, we see the teacher go and get some keys, and that felt so that didn't feel right. Like it just felt like, okay, we just moved scenes. Like that was a really weird scene. There was no connection, and there was like no proper transitioning to this moment, and that I really thought, even while watching the movie, that's weird. Why did they do it like that?
The
Do you
entire
know what I
science,
mean?
to be honest, the entire science fair scene was very weird for me. Like, even if that's a costume, that you can see the fucking machinery. Like, oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand
No,
they
I
were trying to go more into like the comedy aspect of it, but it it was said it's a horror movie, and there wasn't a lot of
yeah,
horror.
yeah. Five Nights at Freddy's and the horror label. Yeah, that's always gonna be a problem, no matter if games or movies.
It's,
Uh, yeah, but I don't think the science fair was. I understand what you mean when you said the entire scene was kind of weird, but I just felt the transitioning from those two scenes that I mentioned. I thought that was really weird, and that. So I understand what James was saying about that, and the movie does have more scenes like this where it's like, okay, a bit of a fast transitioning. It's not like the entire movie, but it does feel really rushed sometimes, which is weird because the first movie made a lot of money. Like,
yeah.
holy shit, did the first movie I read that the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 movie is like the highest grossing movie that Blumhouse has like ever produced. And that is insane. I hope that's true. I hope I'm not talking bullshit, but I read that. And it's like, okay, you have now all the money and all the time to make the sequel as good as possible. Then it just feels like, you rushed it. Okay, that's weird. Why did you do that?
Mm. He very much the there is certain aspects of the movie I really didn't like. The the entirety I liked the section of Mike being in the pizzeria, actually doing the pizzeria thing of playing the game.
Yeah, the game.
I like that aspect. I like the aspect with them scanning him for because he has the mask and oh wait, that's Freddy. Never mind. Freddy just
That
fuck.
that is that is really cool because in the games you don't really see this, so you don't know why exactly they don't attack you, but now you see they actually have a scan, and that was really cool. I really liked that.
One thing which I really hated, like straight up hated. I I still don't know that if the puppet goes into a human, does that hurt them? Does is because the first girl gets fucking killed by it, but then Abby
Yes,
gets it's just okay, and then I forgot her name gets taken over at the end of the movie. Like
Vanessa.
yeah, is that like
Yes,
is it a possession? Is it like how does this work? Is it
that
does it inhibit the fucking soul or something?
that's interesting that you mentioned that because I haven't thought about that, but yeah, you're right. They never really explain it directly, which I mean makes sense because who the fuck is supposed to know that? But yeah, they didn't really make the rules very clear. I'm guessing that it depends how long the marionette is in the body, and maybe if it's for too long, then the body can't handle it and you get a heart attack or something like that. I don't know.
No, like
I'm guessing.
for
I'm
the
guessing
for the first
they're
girl, it
going.
looked really violent and like it really fucking hurt her. And then for Abby, it was just oh, she's fine. She's now just a marionette, and they're playing
I
hide and
mean,
seek.
They did cut away to when she was getting possessed, so maybe it was pretty violent, but they didn't want it to show it because Abby
Is a
is our
child.
child, and when it comes to horror movies, it's always like, hey, you're not supposed if you hurt the child, that is a no go. No, you're not supposed to do that because the major audience spoiler does not like that. But child gets hurt.
I mean, I'm in no place to say anything because one of my favorite movies is Skinamarink, which is just fully based around two children being in a horror scenario and being hurt.
I know about Skinnamarink.
It very much horror movies, in my opinion, should make you feel uncomfortable.
I do really agree with that, but yeah,
If you,
major audience doesn't actually like that.
I mean, yeah, major audience just wants 25 fucking jump scares and then be like, oh, that was a good movie. Oh, that was good. Yeah. I liked when
Yeah.
the character jumped at the screen and screamed really loud.
Do people really? I don't think people actually like jump scares, to be honest. I think that's just a
Oh
stereotype.
no, a lot
Because
of
I
people
haven't
do.
met a single person that said to me, "Yeah, I really like the jump scare." The only jump scare scene that I hear people really liking is that one jump scare from God damn it, Insidious. The first Insidious movie has a jump scare scene where the woman character looks at the guy or talks with the guy,
Hmm.
and then the camera cuts to the girl, and then the camera cuts back to the guy, and then behind the guy is like a red devil thing for like a few seconds.
Cinema on the Fnaf 2 movie. I heard somebody say to his group of friends, "Man, there wasn't enough jump scares for me. This wasn't scary at all." It
Uh,
it sadly is that like the newest movies that really bought, like for example the It movie, that not movie, the It show is a lot of
Welcome to
like,
Derry.
yeah, it's like a lot of more slow burn but really horrifying shit, and it really fucking bombed because people really didn't fucking like it, which is,
Really,
yeah.
really, because everything I heard about the show, people seem to really like it. Okay, interesting.
Everything I've heard up till now is people being like, "Oh no, this is kind of really bad and not scary." I'm like,
Okay.
my own uncle was like, "Man, this series is really boring. It has no fucking,
Oh god, it's
it
one of
has
those
no,
things.
it has no constant jump scares, and that I don't know why, but it bores people."
And that's really sad, actually. Okay, well, I mean, did the FNAF 2 movie even had jump scares? I don't remember a lot of. The marionette had a few jump scares, actually.
There was a few like the like Freddy suddenly being in front of Mike.
Oh, come on, that's not a jump scare.
It
That wasn't a
in
jump scare, come on.
definition, on paper, on definition, it that is a jump scare.
Okay, I would personally not see that as a jump scare, but I suppose you're right, it is the definition.
On a pure technical basis, it is. Does not mean it's a full on good jump scare. It's just technically it's a jump scare, and because face is suddenly in front of you and you jump because it scared you a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't remember the scene having like loud music, so I mean that's like a major factor of jump scare. But because the jump scare itself is not scary, it's the loud music that fucks you up.
The
It's
loud
like
noise.
yeah, it's like I don't know if you've watched the movie, but I'm pretty sure you know about the story about the boy in the striped pajamas, right?
Yes.
And they made a movie of it, and there's a scene in the movie where the boy is talking with some soldier. I don't know who the soldier is, but they talk about something. I don't remember what, and it's really quiet for like a second, and then the soldier like slams his hand on the desk and starts yelling. And we watched that in school, and when I actually I jumped, I was so like all of a sudden really loud. I hated that so much. And it wasn't even like a jump scare; it was just him yelling. But
Isn't
yeah,
that
that's what makes a jump scare really a jump scare. It's the loud noise that all of a sudden comes out of quiet, and it's not really scary. It's just loud.
I guess, yeah, but which-
What? What?
I'm just now remembering that the marionette was in the Chica doll, and
Yes, she was.
I'm also remembering that fucking Freddy was at the goddamn carnival.
Carnivals.
Why the
The carnival scene,
the carnival?
the carnival scene only exists for having the scene itself doesn't really have a purpose other than having one pretty cool joke. The major point of that scene is just to have a lot of YouTubers in the background as Easter eggs. That's it.
Wait, there was YouTubers in that scene?
Oh, there were so many. I mean, there was Darko, 8-Bit Ryan, Raspowski. There were a lot of YouTubers in the background.
I didn't even realize.
I didn't see it either. I saw like a video where someone
Pointed
mentions
out.
every Easter egg in the movie and then said, "Oh, there's Darko, Raspowski, and 8-Bit Ryan dressed up."
I have to look that up. I was not aware.
I'm pretty sure there are other YouTubers too, but I only remember those three because they were together. I
Hmm.
think Darko was wearing a like Bad Bonnie cosplay. But yeah, the scene doesn't really have a major purpose other than those Easter eggs and that one joke where the guy said, "Oh, I don't know, it looks more like a toy,"
It, it's
which is
it's it's Toy
Toy
Freddy.
Freddy. Yeah, it's a pretty bad joke, but it's funny at the same time because like, oh my god, really, who said
He
that?
looks like a toy, not like the normal Freddy. Actually, like, and then people get murdered at this restaurant. A dude has a fucking horrible night there, almost gets killed, and the town is like, oh yeah, let's make this into a fucking national day, national fucking
Well,
holiday.
well, the people didn't know that. The people definitely didn't know what happened in the first movie, and they also, I mean, the only murder that they know are the five murders in the franchise location. Charlotte was just like, oh, it was an accident, which is complete bullshit because she clearly has three stab wounds in her back. So like, what do you mean an accident? What? That was
Oh,
probably the like stupidest thing about this movie, to be completely honest.
one thing where where I really hope they get into it more in the next movie is the fact that the animatronics um were out and about and seen by other people. How the fuck are they gonna deal with that now? Is that just gonna be, oh, it's just
That's
these guys, so
interesting.
it's like a malfunction or something? Me. Also,
I mean,
the whole
I mean,
dream sequence
honestly,
that Vanessa had,
yes.
I'm also confused about that because, like, it, William Afton is like dead slash alive. He always comes back. I get that, but what? Why the fuck is is she? Is she like, oh, I'm not scared of you, and then runs away and turns into a small child and runs into fucking baby.
Well, it's pretty simple to explain actually. The the reason why she ran was because when she said that, William was just standing there, but then he was walking towards her, and then she just became scared because clearly she's saying that she's not afraid is a complete lie because she was tormented by her dad her entire life. So
I'm not afraid of you. Becomes instantly afraid.
the reason why baby is there, I think, is actually really simple, and I don't know why people don't get it. Baby is there for the main reason to, first of all, tease her like, hey, this is gonna come back in like the, I don't know, fifth movie or some shit. But uh, I think what this is supposed to say, and this is just me theory crafting now. In the original games, Baby is an animatronic that was made for William's daughter,
Yeah.
and William's daughter gets killed by Baby, and then her soul is trapped in her body. Now, obviously, we have a bit of a problem here because in the games she died as a little kid, but now Vanessa, which also is not her name in the games, by the way, is still alive as an adult. So, okay, how is this supposed to work now?
Yeah. They're
So I
probably
think
they're
I
probably
think
gonna
what's going to
do.
happen.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Sorry.
what do you think? No, what do you think? What do you
I
think?
think they're gonna do a little thing of like, actually, I had another child. Her name was this, and she died before you were born.
I think there are two possible ways. One is similar to your theory. I had a suspicion that Vanessa isn't actually William's blood child. I think it's very likely that Vanessa was
I
also
mean,
kidnapped as a very, very young child, like maybe an infant even. And for some reason, William didn't kill her and just raised her.
that
Don't know
that
why,
wouldn't
but
that wouldn't
could
make
be.
sense. Like, why would her brother then be like, "Oh, we have the same blood. We have to, we have to
Oh,
do
did
this
he?
for it." Yeah, he like
Oh, did he? Oh,
he it
okay.
was like the same blood courses in our veins, the blood of our father. We have to bring him back.
Interesting. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay, then it's probably my second theory, which is what I wanted to say. I think that there was a foreshadowing that in some sequel, I don't know if it's the third one, I don't know. In some sequel, I think Vanessa is going to get killed by Baby, and her soul is going to be trapped inside of Baby. And then in the last movie, which is gonna be the pizzeria simulator one, she just gets killed. Like, if you know the story, you know the story. I'm not gonna spoil that because you are going to play the game still.
Yeah, I'm gonna play
But
today on
I
stream.
think, yeah,
Twitch.tv
yes,
slash 4377.
why are you saying that you're not uploading this before the stream?
That I still have to I still have to advertise. Come on.
Okay. Well, I think it's very likely that Vanessa is going to get killed and be her soul is being put in Baby because otherwise it just wouldn't really make sense. Because again, in the games, that's a pretty important thing. And obviously, Baby is going to be a character because she was teased now. So that's the only possibility that and it would be a pretty tragic moment, like, oh my god, Vanessa getting killed, like, oh my god, no, a really heartfelt moment. I think that is going to happen, or it does turn out that she's adopted, and I don't know, Michael just didn't know because William is a girl boss gaslight master or something. I don't know,
Girl boss,
but something
gaslight,
like that is
gatekeep.
probably going to happen. Something like that's probably going to happen, but that's just a theory, a
Oh
movie
yay!
theory.
Oh, movie. Yeah. A
Yeah,
film
it's a movie,
theory.
it's not a
It's a
game.
film theory then. I like to
I
watch film
like
theory when growing
I
up.
like food theory.
Food theory is one of them that I don't like watching. It doesn't give me anything.
What? Come on, the episode where he cooks a steak in his car is peak. Okay.
It didn't give me anything. Then
Okay.
I got nothing out of that
Well.
one.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, but it's it's in the most interesting thing for me about the movies is how they but obviously the movies are not a direct story to the games. That's very obvious for multiple reasons. And I think it's interesting to see how they adapt the games. They don't adapt the games into a movie. They take the story in the games and make like a new interpretation. And that's the coolest thing to me about the movies. Because I see like, okay, that's how they make the marionette, which in the games, as far as we know, she can't possess anything or anyone. But in the movie she can, and she even controls the other animatronics, which, I mean, maybe she does it in the game, we don't know. There has been a long discussion in the fandom. Do the toy animatronics have a soul in them or not? I don't know what people believe now, but I mean, saying that the marionette controls them is a pretty good theory to me. I mean, there's no evidence that's proving in the games that that's not true, and we know that Fnaf really likes to do this thing where it's like, hey, it's not the same story, but there are certain things that all of them have in common. I mean, we have heard about the name uh, of the marionette, the soul, Charlotte, from the books. The Silver Eyes trilogy was the first canonical name drop of Charlotte, which happened to be true in the games too. So they, even though the games, the movies, the books all have a different universe, there's still things that are connected to all of them. And I think saying that the marionette controls the toys, it's not an outlandish thing to say.
Yeah. I
So that's
I
yes.
understand when the I understand where the fandom would be coming from with this, but it it's still a bit weird from a franchise perspective.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
how they're going along with the movie, what they're doing with the movies themselves. The Anybody that doesn't have a lot of knowledge for the games will have like a very good bit of fun with the movie if they have like just basic understanding of the movie.
Yes.
But people that have a deep understanding, which it feels to me like they're going to at some point just throw the lore out the window.
Yeah, yeah, that I mean that could certainly be the case. I don't see that not happening. But I mean, the director has confirmed recently that they wanna uh, have more fan service in the movies,
Mm-hmm.
which I personally don't really like. But eh,
It for me
throwing out the lore then wouldn't really make sense.
it depends on what kind of fan service. There's multiple types of fan service, and
I know.
I mean,
I would just
if it's suddenly that we get fucking Toy Foxy and she's like half naked, that would be weird.
what the fuck? That's not fair.
That is
Okay,
one type of fan service.
that's not the one that I was referring to, and you
I
know it.
know. That's why I'm saying it depends on what kind of fan service to go with and how they
I
execute
mean,
the fan service. I know they're not gonna do shit like that.
I mean, you probably know that Toy Chica is like,
Yeah.
you know, and they literally made her like pink panties. Not really panties, but it's supposed to look like that. They made that bigger for the movie.
Yeah.
That's really fun. Like they I don't they made the pink panty thing bigger so that people don't sexualize it as much. That's yeah. I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, I don't hate fan service. Obviously, I mean when I saw when I saw the Easter egg of Shadow Bonnie in the movie, I didn't see it while watching the movie actually, but I saw it after watching online, and I thought, wow, that's really fucking
Shadow
cool.
Bunny is in the movie? Where?
Yes, for like half a second. It's the moment when Mike is sitting in the office and he's turning on his flashlight. He's literally flashing Shadow Bonnie. You can only see it for like half a second.
That is kind of really cool. Wait a minute.
That is really cool. I just wish that Shadow Bonnie would look a little bit better. It literally just looks like a PNG, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know what the fuck they did with that. I mean, you could have just made a CGI. Like, come on, it's not that hard. Come on. But it was really cool. It just I would like to for them to focus to like make a good movie and then make the fan service like in between, but not focus on the fan service. Because like I like the movie. I thought the movie is really fun. But would I say it's a good movie? Hmm, not really. Not really. I, I think before I say what I think about the movie objectively, I think you should say it first because I am the fan here. So
I enjoyed the movie. I found it was dumb fun if you don't really have a lot of pre-knowledge to the movie and the franchise. Did we wait? We just circled back around to the start.
no, we didn't. We just said I want to talk about like objectively, is this a good movie?
Objectively, I don't think it's a good movie. It's an okay movie, but objectively looking at it, I think it's mediocre. Like
Wow, okay.
I would
That's
not,
actually more nice than I thought you would say.
I would not give it above. Like if I were to have to give it like a 5-star rating, I would not give it more than 3 stars.
That's really that's fair. I I think on an objective glasses, the movie has problems. I I understand why the critics don't like it, but
Mhm.
I do think that the critics are a little bit too crazy mean because like I think the Rotten Tomato score is like 17%, and that is insane.
What,
That
what,
is,
what
I
do you
mean, that's
what do you expect from
crazy.
critics?
Yeah, but 17 is like insanely low. Like, I'm sorry. I know the movie's writing is complete ass, but seven, no. If I would give it a Rotten Tomato score, it would probably be 30%, maybe 25 if I feel mean. But 17 is crazy low. I think the IMDb rating is a bit better. I think it's. I actually don't know what it is. If I would guess, it's probably 6.1. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe a bit too high,
Yeah, actually,
but that is more of a fair rating.
let me look up what the ratings for the FNAF 2 movie are.
Yeah, please do, because I don't know the IMDb rating uh in my head. I think it's 6.1.
IMDb rating is 5.2 out of 10.
Okay. Then I
With
think, yeah, 5.2. That's fine. That's still fine. 6.1 would have been a bit too high. 5.2 is fine. Means basically it's from 1 to 10, right? So it's basically 50%. That's fine. I said 30%, so it's okay. I
also
just,
the
yes.
the top. I'm also gonna quickly read the top three
Oh no.
user ratings.
Oh no. Oh, the user rate. Okay. The user rating
Of
is fine.
course, the user ratings. The user ratings are great. I found
I know. I know.
4 out of 10 stars from a user saying a movie that exists, and that's pretty much its entire accomplishment. I'm definitely not the biggest Five Nights
Yeah.
at Freddy's fan. Alive, I watched the first movie, didn't like it, but I could at least understand why some people enjoyed it. With the second one, man, I genuinely have no idea how anybody walks out of this thinking, yeah, that was good. This thing is basically a fan service pinata that someone slapped together with the energy of a dying Wi-Fi router. Sure, the animatronics look great. Honestly, the only part of the production where it felt like effort was involved. Marinette in particular would have been genuinely creepy if they didn't spend most of the movie turning her into a goofy possession gimmick with cartoon eyes and wet noodle arms. Completely wasted potential at this point. Yes, the movie is bigger than the first one. More robots, more locations, more noise. Great. But it doesn't matter when the whole script collapses like a folding table at a frat party. Now, rest, and this is where the mountain of issues starts. The writing is awful. Characters talk like they were written on a crumpled napkin. The plot relies entirely on brain dead coincidences. Example: a car breaks down in the middle of nowhere in the dead of night, and suddenly a friend just happens to drive by, doesn't question anything, and gives a ride.
Okay, okay, stop,
Surely
stop,
totally
stop,
normal.
stop,
Yeah?
stop. I agree with most of the things that the review says. I think that's fair, but saying that most of the movie relies on dumb luck, that is just wrong. Like the scene that he mentioned is like the only scene where it's like, oh, that is weird coincidence. Everything else, no. Like what do you
We,
mean?
we have a lot more of this one. There, I'm like at the start of this, like one third in.
Okay, we don't need to read the entire thing. If I'm being completely honest, we get it. We get it. Most of the things he said was fine, but honestly, I think the beginning of his review is a bit stolen because Moist Critical said said one to one line the first sentence in his video that he didn't like the first movie, but he could understand why some people would, and then the second one, oh, I don't know why people would like this. This is complete ass. I think that's plagiarized, my guy. First of all,
I,
and second of all,
the
I I did wanted to talk about the discourse of this movie because I think it's a very interesting topic to talk about because from what I have seen, there are two reactions to this movie. One is, wow, this movie is complete ass, it's the worst thing I've ever seen, everyone who likes this should be ashamed. And the other one is, oh my god, this movie is the best thing ever, I love it, it's the best movie ever made. And I do not like both of these
the,
points of view.
this is kind of funny to me because I still have this open. Like the first one being a 4.4 out of 10 stars, and the next one is a 9 out of 10 stars review.
Yeah,
Being like
that's exactly what I mean.
90% from a critical standpoint. I understand why FNAF fans, so non FNAF fans would like this, but this is great. It has so much lore. It's an absolutely incredible experience. I'm like, and the next one after that is a 1 out of 10 star review again.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I mean. People either fucking hate this movie or they fucking love it. And like how you feel about the movie, that's fine. I'm not here to tell that how you feel is wrong. But I hate how people talk about this movie, and I think this is not just a problem with the FNAF 2 movie. I think this is a problem with most movies nowadays that there are either people that really fucking hate it or people that really fucking love it. And I just think that this kills any type of discussion
Mhm.
because okay, any movie, no matter how shitty the movie is, no matter how much you hate the movie and how much objectively it fucking sucks ass, there is there's always at least one good thing that you can say about it. I have watched some dog shit movies. I have seen Thanksgiving Free. And even in that movie, which I'm pretty sure is objectively the worst movie I've seen in my life, even in that movie, I can say at least one positive thing. And I'm going to say it right now. The puppet work in the movie is really good.
Mhm.
There you go. There is always at least one good thing you can say about a movie. Most of the time, you can say a lot actually, because the people that work on the movie, like the people that actually make the productions and shoot the movie, actually really, really work hard and they want to make this a good movie. The people who don't want it to be a good movie are the people that pay for the movie to be made, but that's a different discussion.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hate how obviously the people that like the movies are the fans that just say it's good, but the people that really hate it are most of the time actual movie reviewers who maybe even make a dedicated YouTube video talking about the movie. Reviewers are pretty huge part of YouTube, I would say. I see a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hate how these people make their like I genuinely despise how they make their videos. I don't know if you watch many movie review channels, but
Not a lot, no.
I'm not talking about the grifters. I'm not talking about someone like fucking that like drunk guy or whoever the fuck his name is that's just a grifter and just talks bad about any like woke movie. I'm not talking about these people. I'm talking about genuinely people that review movies as their job. I hate how they structure their videos because what they do is they talk about a popular movie and they pretty much just say anything negative that they can say. I mean, from what I've seen, I've not watched Fnaf 2 reviews, many. I've watched the one from Most Critical, but other than that, not really. But when I actively watch these YouTube channels, they only said like maybe they said like one small ass positive thing at the beginning just to not come out as haters, but that's pretty much it. It's not like a genuine compliment like I said about Thanksgiving Free. They're just like, oh yeah, I guess the script writing is kind of fine, and that's it.
Mm.
And look, I get it, okay? I get it. Negativity brings the views. You need some money. I get it. I get it. I just think these type of discussion kill discussions because I don't know how you learned to give a proper review, but in the school that I went to, the teacher said to us always, you say negative, you say something positive, but you always end with saying something positive so that there's something positive you can end it to
Mm-hmm.
encourage the person to do it better next time, like on a presentation and shit. And that's not how these people do it. They just maybe say one good thing at the beginning and then just shit on the movie for like 20 minutes or 15 minutes, probably 8 minutes at that point, and that's it. And I really don't like these YouTube channels. It pisses me off because you have to imagine making a movie is not easy. There are so many people that work on one movie, and it just feels like you can obviously you can say if the movie's shit. You can say if you don't like the movie, that's fine. But don't. I wish that the people that worked on it got a little bit more respect about it, but it just feels like okay, we're not even gonna mention these people. Just say, "Oh, the movie shit. I didn't like the writing. I hated that scene in particular. This movie's stupid." Yeah, that's it. That's why I
That's
like.
just grifting and hating.
No, I'm no that no. There's a. I know that these people do that too. Not just the grifters just say, "Oh, this movie is woke. Don't watch it. Don't give it money." Blah blah. But that's why I love Dead Meat because I don't know if you know Dead Meat,
I do not
but they
know that
are.
media.
Oh yeah, I love them because in every single video that they make, they actually talk about the behind the scenes stuff and what people did and how they did it, and then it feels like wow, look, they're actually giving credit to how hard the people worked behind the scenes. And it's really interesting to see how some scenes are being made because sometimes you think, hey, how the hell did they make this? And then you see like, oh, that's cool. I need to drink something.
Oh, no worries.
And it's just awesome. I mean, even on movies that the hosts don't like, they actively say, yeah, I don't like this movie, but they still give it a lot of credit and say, hey, even though I don't like it, you can clearly see because of this, this, and this that the people that worked on it really tried to do their best with what they had.
They tried to do it
And
justice.
yes, but on these movie reviewers channels, they just don't. They don't do that. Like they genuinely just don't. They don't give a shit who worked on it behind the scenes, and they don't give any credit. They just say, "Hey, they're talking about objectively about the movie. How's the writing? How's the script? How are the shots? How is it animated? If it's an animated movie, what do they think about it? And that's it. Which I mean is fine, but again, there's always something positive you can say. Please fucking say it. Okay, it's not hard. And you saying, "Hey, uh, I don't understand how anyone can like this movie." That's just a fucked up thing to say because you know that you
There's people
know
out there
that there
that
are a lot of reasons why someone would like a movie, and that just feels like it really just feels like that you want to portray this
that's the
as
worst
like,
thing
yeah, this
ever.
is the worst thing ever. Yeah.
This is actually the worst thing
Yep.
ever. I never want to see this again. You should kill yourself if you like this, because you're wrong.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
die. Fucking.
Li- Little bit exaggerated, but yeah, that's basically that's also what I really hated about the review from Moist Critic. I love Moist Critic. I watched almost every video that he makes, but I just really hated how he starts the review with saying, "Yeah, I don't understand how anyone can like this movie." Like, bro, what do you mean?
Differing tastes and all that.
Yeah, that's fine, but like, come on. You know where people like this movie. Don't pretend that you don't know. It's not like something with like uh
I, I, the for the FNAF movie in particular, it's the FNAF movie basically is just the Marmite of horror movies. It's just
oh
the
yeah, it is.
you know the slogan of Marmite, yeah.
Yes.
For those who don't know, the slogan for Marmite is "You either love it or you hate it," and it somebody may go into that movie, come out of it, and be an absolutely changed person. Be like, "This is the greatest movie of all time," and I'm really happy I saw this. And others will go in there and be like, "Man, this was really bad." But the thing it comes down
Yes.
to is don't be an asshole. Don't go be like, because I didn't like this movie, nobody else is allowed to like this movie. And because you like this movie and I didn't, means you're wrong.
Yeah.
It's it's hypocritical.
True. True. Uh, but what I wanted to say was there's been a lot of video games
Mhm.
that have been adapted to movies or TV shows, and most of them are complete ass. Uh, an example would be, I think it was The Witcher. I think Netflix made The Witcher show,
Oh God, I
and that one is complete fucking ass. I mean, it just sucks balls
I
like crazy.
season one was good until the point where the uh where Eskel got turned into a fucking lichen. No, at that point, it's didn't make sense because those creatures don't. I'm a Future fan. Those creatures don't get made just. Oh, I'm turning into one right now. No, those are angry spirits that over time in the forests, which they're nowhere near a forest in Kaer where in the lore that Kaer is inside the forest, but that Kaer is not in a forest; it's on a mountain. And it's basically just ill will and the hatred of the forest manifesting itself as a fucking lesson. And him just suddenly turning into one is really weird. And later down the line, when even Henry Cavill left Witcher after season one, you could really see that the
Yeah.
director just, it's the same thing as with the Halo movie, the Halo series.
Yeah.
The director just didn't like the IP, and I'm like, why the
Yes.
fuck is somebody making um why the fuck is somebody going out and making a series, making a movie, and just fucking hates the base material? Like, oh,
Yes, and that's exactly what I was going to say. That's why I mentioned The Witcher. Most video games that has been adapted to a movie or a show, the people that made it did not give it justice. Like they just did not. They did not. They either didn't care or they just didn't give it the proper treatment that it deserves. That's why
mhm.
people hate it, because not only is it bad, it's very clear that the people who made it did not respect the source material. But now, what about the FNAF movies, the first and the second one? Especially the second one, you can see this was made for the fans. This was clearly made with respect towards the source material. And that's why I also, even though I know it's not a good movie, think that really like this movie, and I feel like yes, this is how movies that are based on an IP of a video game should be made. Like, yes, the movie isn't objectively good, but the people respect the source material and actually tried to make something that the people who are familiar with the games actually like. And obviously that worked. And it's like, okay, yes, maybe the future movies or shows based on video games are not going to be good, but at least the people who who this is targeted towards, obviously, are going to like it. Isn't that something that should be considered a win?
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, but from what I heard, people do not like that.
Oh, also, before I forget, I because you were talking about film critics earlier, there is
Yes.
one that I watch from time to time when he pops up in my YouTube shorts. His name is Film Dude Sean, and he's actually any any and all opinions and reviews he's made, where most of his reviews are in YouTube Shorts format. But I go in, I open it up, and he's like, I may have not liked this movie, but this movie really, the directors put forth a lot of their time, their effort. I can see where they came from, but it just was not something I enjoyed. I can I can recommend this movie to you if you like this and this movie, but personally, I just wasn't a fan. And I really like this dude. He's like really cool. He has really based opinions, and he is just so underappreciated. Like most of his shorts and film reviews that he makes, and like series reviews, get at max like 1,000 views. And wait, let me send him
Dang.
to you.
I mean, it sounds basically exactly what I was saying. What movie reviewers should actually do. Like, it's not just YouTubers, also like the professional movie reviewers, like on the sites like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. I read some of their reviews and like, what, like, brother, there's no way you call yourself a professional movie reviewer with that shit that you just wrote. Like, what the fuck? I'm convinced most of those professional reviewers don't actually watch the movie that they review, and I know that because of an example that I'm not gonna drag on for too long. But my favorite movie franchise is the Saw movies, and I read a review on Saw 3 where the person who wrote it said as a negative that the early traps were not survivable, and if you would actually watch the fucking movie, then you would know that that's literally a plot twist in the movie in the end. So yeah, he did not watch the movie. He watched like 10 minutes and then fucking gave up and wrote a negative review like awesome, thank you.
It's basically fucking the IGN of movie reviews. Dude,
Yeah.
IGN is such a shit fucking gaming journalism company. Like, oh yeah, here, let me just play this for 10 seconds and bam, gaming
Yeah.
journalism. Whoa. I just I just popped out. I just popped this review out. It was game was bad, hated it. The fucking the fucking Doom review that they did back in the day. Like for one of the first fucking 3D shooters, or the Half-Life 1 review, where they're like, I don't think this is gonna have a ground hold, and we're probably gonna go back to the old style, and nobody's going to like this. Meanwhile, Half-Life is one of the best-selling games of all time.
Oh wait, I know exactly what you mean. It's like wasn't it the first game that made like the controls that like you walk with the left stick and the right stick you
Aim, yes.
like make the camera. Oh my god, yeah. I know that. That's insane. That age like that aged so badly, it's insane.
The, the shit they wrote, like, I have it pulled up now because I want to quote some of this stuff. For example, the weapons aren't spectacular. Your usual array of realistic modern firearms and alien gadgets with new twists. The creatures in some respects are fairly standard, and many of the levels have been done before. Taken separately, no particular element in Half-Life shines above the rest. Nothing makes or breaks the game. Meanwhile, Half-Life 1 had some of the coolest level designs, the coolest fucking puzzles back then, and utilized the gunplay so well. But no, it was the weapons weren't realistic enough. We didn't like that we had to chamber every single bullet. Me. It the people in IGN. I'm like, do you even like video games? Did you do you enjoy your job? Did you actually take out? I know you took up a writing course because you just popped out like 300 fucking words where you said jack shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely something, but getting a bit sidetracked. We probably have to like name the episode something like talking about the FNAF 2 movie and the problem with movie reviews in
Journalism.
general. Yeah, journalists. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, in summary, I think we can say that, uh, well, at least I don't know if you think, but I think that that the the discussion about movies and just reviews as a whole, not just movies, also game reviews, are not really leaning in a good direction, and I don't like how that's been going. And I think that should change really quickly to where instead of trying to basically rage bait people into saying, "Oh, this is just bad," actually like try to make a proper review and don't just see it. Don't just see it with your eyes. Try to see it with the eyes of different people. Maybe the people that worked on it, or the people who this is actually marketed towards, and then maybe you can understand why certain decisions have been made and why someone would enjoy it even though you personally think it's a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Shit. Well, yeah, that was long. um what do you think, or what are you hoping for with the
The third one.
next FNAF movie, the third one?
I
Yes.
because I like this one. I'm really excited for the third one. I want the third one to be good. I liked the little teaser we got at the end of the second one for the third one of
Yes, I
them
don't
going into
know.
the. Go ahead.
I don't know why they gave Springtrap the Sans Eye, but yeah, I other than that, I really liked
Bup,
it.
bup, bup, bup. I don't get it either, but I don't think that's like up to us to really know, I guess.
No, it kind of does pisses me off though because Springtrap has two canonical eye colors. One is just the white eye color, which is what he mostly uses. But in FNAF AR, he has also red eyes, which I think would suit him a lot better. So I don't know why they gave him blue eyes if he has canonically red eyes. But okay, sure. So that does kind of piss me off, to be completely honest. But whatever, it's just a small detail. Who cares?
It is what it is. They'll probably fix it in like the third movie and be like, oh, actually, this was because he was technically still dead.
No, I think what it's trying to represent is just his soul activating. I think that's what it's supposed to be. So maybe the canonical color of souls in the FNAF universe is just blue. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just the franchise doesn't explain shit, so I don't know.
We'll probably find out in the next one.
I don't I don't think we will, but yeah.
Let's raid this place. Oh my god, I found a secret fucking room. And
I
there's this
found one,
corpse.
a real one. Do you know that that line is 1-to-1 in the game?
Is it?
Yes, the phone guy in FNAF 3 says on the second night, "Oh my god, we found one, a real one." That's 1-to-1 in the games.
That is fucking hilarious.
That is because when he said it, it was kind of cringe, but also more cool than cringe. But it was also kind of cringe. It's like, oh my god,
Because
directly from the game.
because you knew it, it was cringe but cool. For somebody
Yeah,
that
it
knows it,
was more cool than cringe, but it was a little bit of cringe.
for somebody that's really deep into the lore, it's really cool and cringe.
Yes.
For somebody that doesn't know it, it's like cool. Anyway,
No, it's like when you hear the number 6-7 randomly, like, oh my god.
6-7,
No.
6-7. Oh my
Yeah, it
god. Oh
kind
my
of felt like that.
god. 6-7.
But yeah, what are you hoping is going to happen in the sequel? What do you want to see?
And they make the haunted house, and Mike accidentally enters it, and Vanessa's like, I brought my father back to life with the help of the marionette. And then Michael Afton comes up and is like, I always come back. And then kills Vanessa and stuffs her into the baby doll. And then her brother comes in and is like, hey, Dad. And he kills him too and like, okay, you're dead too now. And like scoops him up. And I think isn't he the one that turns into purple guy?
Uh, Michael gets scooped and he does turn
By
purple
Endo,
for
right?
some reason, but the purple guy is still William
He
Afton.
turns purple because he's rotting.
Yes.
He then like vomits out like all of his inner organs and his soul, and then gets back
He
up.
vomits out Ennard.
Oh,
He vomits out N.
wait.
In the ending of Sister Location, all of the animatronics need they want to leave, but they can't because they're giant fucking robots. So they scoop Michael's inner organs out and they enter his body, fused together, and then but because Michael is basically dead, his corpse is rotting, and then they're like, "Oh damn, this body pretty shit, so we're just gonna leave now."
What I really hope for in this one is actually wait. No, Ennard is in the. It's gonna be in the fourth one, right?
I mean that's what I'm confused about because the
Babies.
third movie obviously is gonna be inspired by FNAF 3, and the fourth game is FNAF 4, which is the one with the nightmare animatronics, but I don't know how they are supposed to make a movie about it because in the games, the game is just like a dream.
Maybe it's gonna.
So
Maybe the Nightmare Returns is gonna be like a flashback thing.
I I I was thinking about that too. Like the fourth movie is just like a mix of Fnaf 4 and Sister Location. That would
But
make sense.
what I just realized since enters Michael's body, maybe they're gonna get into how the marionette works in its possession thing with Ennard when he enters Michael.
Really?
I mean, the marionette entered like three people in an animatronic in the second movie. How are they gonna do it
Yes.
with Ennard? What are they gonna do with that? I'm kind of interested now
That's.
what they're gonna do with
I
that.
mean, there are a lot of things that I'm like, okay, how the fuck are they going to do this in the movies? Because not only is it very gruesome, it's also just kind of weird, and the movies are still gonna be 13.
Plus,
Yeah, and like how the fuck are they supposed to depict this if this is pretty gruesome? Like I
like
don't
they
know.
always have, just make it happen off screen, like they did with the when the marionette took over the first girl. You just you just saw her
Probably,
struggling, like her feet struggling, and then her standing up.
probably, maybe. I just think that the third movie is gonna be a lot different from the third. I mean, the second movie was also pretty different from the second game,
Wait,
but I think that now in the third movie they're gonna lean heavily towards making their own story and not really caring about the like. I think from now on they're gonna have like the FNAF 3 location, and they have like the characters like Springtrap, and maybe the Phantoms are gonna show up, but the story itself is gonna be something completely different.
there is one thing that I just realized that I don't understand in the second movie.
What?
Why didn't they just enter the name and password for the override themselves? Like all they needed was Vanessa, right? They didn't need Abby.
Uh, what do you mean? Like when
Vanessa,
they like when the security code was like still active?
yeah, when they couldn't leave yet. Why didn't they just, you know?
That is interesting, actually. I haven't thought about that too. Maybe because Charlotte and Vanessa were friends, Charlotte didn't want it to possess her because it has like can clearly
That
kill you.
there's
So
a
maybe she didn't want it to do it.
with that there's a different question. Like, when she takes over Abby, and she comes out fine, but she keeps the memory of like, oh, you always hide behind the door. That's where I'm gonna check first. But why didn't the puppet possess Vanessa to know the password and then just get out of Vanessa again peacefully?
Yeah, but that's the thing. We don't know if the puppet actually has control over how if her victim is going to survive. Like maybe it's just that okay, how strong is this human that they can live this possession for this long? Like we don't know.
Also, I still think that the way the marionette people looked was really fucking shit.
Really, I thought it was okay.
I like the glowing eyes. Them having fucking clown makeup, no.
Uh, yeah, it would probably have looked better if it was just like them crying out like black blood. I think that would be a lot cooler. But then again, it's their age rating is 13 plus, so they probably weren't allowed to do that.
Especially the thing with um Abby, when she was possessed, she gets these noodle marionette arms, and afterwards her arms and legs are completely fine. Like
Yeah, marionette is powerful.
bends it out of shape, and afterwards, oh, she's fine. Well,
I mean, I don't really have a problem with that because it just shows that the marionette is a really powerful
entity, yeah, but
demon. I don't know,
all
entity. Yeah.
parents must die. Me. Meanwhile, all the
Well,
kids
parents
from
were
back,
pretty shitty.
yeah, those parents were shitty. But the new parents, like where when that girl was protecting her mom, from Bonnie, I think, yeah, her whole thing came from the parents didn't give a shit. The parents didn't try to protect the kids. The parents didn't help. But that, for example, that mother really wanted to keep her child safe. Like, oh, I still hate this parent because oh, she's now protecting that child, and I can't attack her because she's protecting the child.
Yes, but that was actually explained in the movie. Vanessa said that when Charlotte died, she the last emotion that she felt, she just continues to have, which is anger. So she just doesn't really feel; she's just angry all the time.
Oh, oh, she's
Yes,
basically like Elon Musk. No, Alex joins. Fuck. I
Alex.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
Alex. Sure.
I fucked
I,
up the joke. I
I
fucked up
was,
the
I
joke.
was, I was just going to ask, like, what? Elon is always angry. I thought he was
No,
just always sad and
I
satisfied.
meant Alex Jones. I
Okay.
I I fucked up the joke. Damn it.
Yeah. Anyways, we said we wanted a professional podcast, but we completely got sidetracked to what we were actually trying to say what we wanted for the third movie. So,
Isn't
hello, people.
that's just how fucking podcasts work.
Yes, but I'm gonna quickly say what I am very interested in the third movie, and I'm going in very open minded because I don't really know what they're going to do with the story because you have obviously a Springtrap coming to kill them, but then
Hmm.
you also have the marionette possessing Vanessa, and Henry said at the ending of the movie, "She's coming for you." And then you also have Michael Afton, who is probably also still active trying to get revenge. So you have three people that want to kill you, and I don't really know how all of them fit together. But what I wanna see is Springtrap complete in action. I don't want them to fucking censor some shit. I want him to actively kill people, okay? Like actively go out and kill people. I want to see that shit. But I also want to see the final the final confrontation, the final like battle of the movie has to be in some building, probably fast best fights, but I don't care really. I just want them to fight in a burning building. Please. Please. I need to see Springtrap in a burning building. Like I don't know, fighting someone, I don't know. Maybe even a brawl between him and the marionette. That would be so cool. That would be awesome.
Yep. Oh my god. Vanessa taking over control of the marionette because she wants to protect, I don't know, Abby or someone. It's gonna be the most cheesy thing imaginable, but that's the
No, please
best
don't.
way. That's the best way how I can imagine how they would do that.
The problem is if they want to if they want to make the original six games into a movie, then they ha- then Springtrap and the marionette both have to survive. So that's why I don't know how they're going to make this theoretical fight between them awesome because every fan knows okay they're both going to survive. But I wanna see the last act in a burning building. That's all I want to see. Okay, that's
That
I'm. If
is
that doesn't happen, if that doesn't happen, then I'm going to be very disappointed. Okay.
that is valid though.
Yes, because
That
I don't know if you
is
know this, but in the ending of FNAF 3, the entire building burns down.
yeah, I'm aware.
Okay,
But
you know that.
I've watched Markiplier Let's Plays.
Okay.
The King of Five Nights at Freddy's, as he's known.
But yeah, basically, I want Springtrap to be done right. I want him to be a ruthless killer. I don't want
Hmm.
them to like chicken out and make it. And I want him like legit to just go out and actively hunt people because I mean he's basically the face of the franchise at this point. And I would also like to see more of Michael because I generally thought the actor for Michael Afton was really good. I really
Hmm.
like the actor, but he only is like in the movie for like 5 minutes or something, like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. That's what I would like to see in the third movie.
Uh, One thing I just remembered, what I would really like to see in the third movie is I would love to finally actually see Markiplier.
Oh yeah, true.
You know, the guy that was a big contributor to the franchise being really liked on YouTube.
The guy that like actually gave Golden Freddy his name.
Was that the Bite of 87?
Yeah, I mean, the Battle of '87 is something I also want to see it on the big screen, but I don't think it wouldn't really fit in with FNAF 3. But I want, if they make a fourth movie, I want them to start the movie with the Battle of '87. Actually, it's the Battle of '83. Who the fuck cares, brother? No one gives a shit.
You want to
But
know
if
what
they
I
don't
would
start,
find really cool with that
yes.
whole and the nightmare animatronics and such? I think it would be really cool if the way they did this is just it's the pre-show thing. The child has nightmares for over these things. Then goes over there and gets fucking killed. The child then raises its mask and reveals who they are, like the children who got the kid killed.
Oh,
I
that would be really cool.
and it's then like it then goes forward in time to like where they are right now, like as an adult.
That would be really cool. That would be really cool, because that is like a big mystery. Like who the fuck were the other three bullies? Because obviously the one in the Foxy mask is Michael Afton,
Yeah.
but we never knew what happened to the other three kids. Although now my knowledge can help me. There is a theory that we actually maybe might know who was behind the Freddy mask because in the game Into the Pit, which
Yeah.
is a game adaptation of the book story Into the Pit, we find a Freddy mask in the upstairs on the roof, which Oswald says in the game that everything on the roof belongs to his father. So, so that could be like an Easter egg saying that Oswald's father was like the guy in the Freddy mask.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a theory. But like, I mean,
No,
it would be
theory.
really cool if that's true.
It would be very cool, yeah. But
But they're probably not gonna do it because then there's the question. Okay, so is Into the Pit canon in the games? Like it's just a bookstore. It's not canon. There's like all of that problems. But it's a pretty cool Easter egg.
why the fuck would it not be canon? Let stuff be cool and be canon.
Because most FNAF games really fucking hate the books.
I mean,
That's why.
it comes from a point of understanding though. I understand why they hate the books because it's really hard to follow the books.
What the books are? I love the books. I read them. I love the books. Okay.
Wasn't one of the books like did one of the books not just straight up have rape in it?
What? No, there was male pregnancy, but no, there was no rape.
Oh, male pregnancy, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Hey, I'm not as knowledgeable
it
about it
is.
as you are.
Yeah, yeah, it is definitely a story. That's all I'm gonna say for that. Well, the problem with Into the Pit is that or the problem with the books in general is that it's very supernatural, which like yeah, okay, duh, Fnaf is supernatural, but like there is like a genuine science behind it.
What, really? The game and franchise about
Shut
ghost
up.
animatronic children is no.
But there is like actually science behind it. Okay, there is like you know how it works. Okay, there is science behind it, but in the books it's like okay, there's a lot of stuff and a lot of things that are like just straight up completely supernatural. And Into the Pit, it's like okay, there's this spring-borny thing that is not a human in a costume. It's like a living monster that has like teeth and like fleshy, and it's like okay, what the fuck is this? And it can time travel. Like what the fuck do you mean?
I'm traveling. What?
I mean, yeah, the entire story is about time traveling.
How the fuck does that work?
Uh, Oswald jumps into a ball pit, and then he ends up in the past, where Freddy's was still like an actual restaurant brand, and there he finds the weird yellow rabbit thing, monster, whatever, and that monster kidnaps his father and then pretends to be his father.
I've seen like bits and pieces of the game. No, wasn't the mom like, oh, why? What do you mean? This is your dad. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, no, he was the only one that could see uh
Wasn't
the monster himself.
wasn't it the whole theory that Oswald was just like traumatized and imagining it?
I mean, maybe, but like, no, that I mean, maybe, but on the other hand, like the final scene where he kills the monster, he gets bitten by it, and I'm pretty sure his father also acknowledges that, so I don't think that's true.
Hmm.
The books are weird, okay? And I love it because I love weird shit. But yeah, it doesn't really fit into the game lore because it's a bit more grounded, if that makes sense. It's
Grounded
really
in a
not because
FNAF
this a
FNAF
yeah,
franchise.
it's yeah, that's really not true because sister location exists and the entire thing of like Anna being inside of Michael's body makes no fucking sense. Wait, no, I mean, there is an explanation that the game gives you, but I can't tell you that because it would be spoilers for Pizzeria Simulator because it was explained in Pizzeria Simulator. So I can't tell you that.
Will you explain it to me when I get to it?
Or you will 100% not see this in the stream because it's like a secret ending, and the only way you will ever find this is by looking it up. But I can't explain it. I can explain to you how to get the ending.
Will I be able to get the ending?
Oh, if you know how it's possible, it's really easy. But if you wanna find it blind, you're never going to find it.
Is it some stupid shit like, oh, you gotta interact with this animatronic's nose 17 times?
It's something like that, yes.
That's horrible, and I
Instead
hate
of
that.
yeah, you just have to press like a specific button combination, which it's not difficult, but like, how the fuck are you ever supposed to know this? You don't. But yeah, uh,
Yes.
it yeah the FNAF is a weird franchise. Like what do you want me to say? Like I mean that's basically the biggest problem of this franchise. It's like it's so weird, and you have to really if you don't allow the stupidity to like if you don't allow this to like, uh, if you don't allow the weirdness and stupidity to be something you like, you are not going to like this franchise. Like, that's just how it is.
I still think that the whole thing of, oh hey, you have to do this very specific thing for games in general. It's like, dude, why can't it just be, oh, did you 100% everything? Did you do all of the things? There you go. You can now get this secret ending.
That is actually what they did in Secret of the Mimic. The final ending, which is not canon, you can only get that if you're 100% the game.
Is that the one where the girl doesn't go to the elevator but goes left?
That's security breach.
Oh, Mimic. Never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Secret of the Mimic.
I was thinking of the good one, not Mimic.
The good one? What do you mean? Security breach is not good.
It was better than. It was better than Mimic.
What are you talking? That is not true.
I enjoyed it more than Mimic.
You have not played Secret of the Mimic.
I have.
I no, you don't.
I did.
I kind of doubt that, but
Okay, I didn't, but I watched it.
how the fuck do you watch it? Like, yeah, this is worse than Security Breach, the game that literally doesn't work.
I guess good point.
Yeah.
Right. We have been going for like 1.5 hours. Do we wanna?
There was something that I wanted to talk about, but I completely forgot about it. So
If you remember it by next
trying
time,
to
we
be
can.
professional, by the way.
Oh yeah, we're totally professional. If you want, we can talk about it next time.
Sure.
It's not gonna be the last time we do this podcast. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right. Then thanks everybody for tuning in. Who tuned in. Of course, go over to twitch.tv/soul4377. Follow me. Live like bi-weekly, if I feel like it. And until next episode of Shit Opinions.
Next episode comes out in like 4 months.
No, we're gonna figure out a theme for the next one and then talk about that. Alright, bye.